Oh, camera's the wrong direction. There we go. There we go. Hey out there, Slot Car Land. How's everybody doing this fine weekend? Hope everybody's well. Hope you guys enjoyed the race action from last weekend from the 8th race of the point series. Hope you guys are enjoying the way we're showing it and covering it and all that stuff. I also hope you had a great Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you had a happy New Year. Lots of things to talk about today. Lots of things I want to talk to you guys about for the future and all that good garbage today. This is our annual look back at 2019 and look forward to 2020, which we are in, and what I have planned, things I want to get done, things I want to do, and all that great stuff. So first off, I want to thank everybody that supports Slot Car Crazy, whether that's the YouTube channel, whether that's slotcarcrazy.com. A big thanks to Jim Betts for taking that on last year, actually at the end of 2018 into 2019, and making that website what it is and what it is today. Happy New Year! And everything he does with that channel, everything he does there. Also want to thank everybody who has bought shirts so far from Spreadshirt.com, from the shop.spreadshirt.com /slotcar-crazy. I do hello from Michigan, John. And I hope you guys continue to support that. There is more designs on the way. That's something I got to get focused on in 2020. That's one thing I want to do, is get some more shirts, drive some more sales so we can make some more money for the channel. That's one of my main goals coming up in some way, some form or fashion, is to drive a little more revenue here so we can do more for you guys and bring you guys more great stuff, more reviews, more builds, maybe some more traveling and more interviews and all that kind of stuff. So 2019 was a good year. In some ways with the channel, it was a great year. Personally, we had a little flub up the last 2 years, as you guys know, have been kind of hard. 2018, like before, if you guys don't know and you're new to the channel, we lost our youngest son in 2018. That was really hard. Three months into 2019, I found out that I was losing my job of almost 30 years, so I had to replace my job. Thank goodness I was only out of work for 2 weeks, and I was only out of a job for a week, which really helped out there and all that kind of stuff. But outside of that personal stuff, things on the channel went great. I know I didn't really do everything I wanted to do in 2018. I didn't do a whole lot of live stuff. Like I said, I really wanted to do, but we'll get to that and all that kind of stuff. So let's take a look back at 2019. We started, as you guys know, we started a 3x5 build, which is something I really wanted to do. We got that started at least. We're pretty well through it. What's left is cosmetic kind of stuff. So we'll be working on a light tower for the timing system in this year, doing the lane lines, and then we'll start doing some scenery stuff on the in the infield area of the racetrack, and some other stuff there. Maybe some stuff around the outside. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll get to that when it comes to it. So we'll be working on that. We finally got, with contributions from Ted Baker and a couple other people, we started the Super 2 build, which we started a couple of weeks ago. We'll be getting back to this very soon, doing some testing, doing some tuning, and seeing what we can come up with on this thing. Hey, Mr. Evans from Kansas, how you doing? So we'll be getting back to that. I still have one car in the package to do a review of. A lot of people know this car and have seen this car and probably have one of these. But we do have a Super 3 NASCAR still in the package that I still want to do a review of. Been kind of putting this off a little bit, but we'll definitely get to that. I want to pick up some more stuff for you guys to do reviews of in the coming year. I've had some requests for some more builds, which we'll definitely be getting to, and I'll talk about that and two things. Chris, hey, and we'll definitely be getting that down the road and stuff too. So we didn't get to go to the Fray last year because of the whole job situation, and I was really bummed about that. Me and Elijah were having withdrawals from that. We're definitely going to be going this year, so that's a good thing. We got the point series started, like I talked about in the last year's review video and look forward. We got that going. It's a trial year so far. We're not going to be awarding any awards this year, but we're working out all the bugs and kinks and all that kind of stuff. So we still got another track that's still coming online. Kyle's track is getting close to release. He says he has to clean up his basement a little bit before we can go over to his place, but we're looking to maybe have the last race of the point series at his house. So we may see that track before the point series is over anyways. And all that stuff. So we got a lot that I wanted to do started in 2019. And going and all that kind of stuff. So going forward, like I said, some of the things I want to do in 2019, more reviews for you guys, like the Super 3. I'd like to get some other stuff to review. I'd like to get a couple of controllers that I'd like to review for you guys, and some other stuff, some other chassis I'd like to do that I've seen out there that I'd like to do some reviews of. I'd like to do some interviews with people from like maybe Viper and stuff, a couple other things. I'm looking forward to maybe doing some of that at the Fray this year. Hey, from Utah, the snow state. So I definitely want to do that. We're definitely, I got to make our reservations here this weekend to go to the Fray. It looks like that it may be 4 of us going this year. It may be me, Elijah. Stan's definitely talking about going, and we might try and get Mark and John to go. We might have a full Washington State team this year to go to the Fray, which would be really cool. But we're going to have to see how that pans out and all that kind of stuff. But while we're there, I'd like to talk to, there's several people there that I'd like to talk to you guys live with. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to doing live at the Fray this year. If the hall will let us, we get terrible Wi-Fi reception in that hall, just really terrible. So hopefully we can pull that off. I want to talk to RC Lincoln from Viper, or not Viper, but RC Lincoln from Wizard. I want to talk to him for you guys, give him a little interview. I want to talk to Brad Bowman, who is of BradTracks.com, who makes all the racetracks there. He also made the track that Stan has, that you guys have seen that we've raced on the Point Series. He made that racetrack and a couple other things. The other one I want to like to talk to you guys to give you an interview with would be Greg Davis from Greg's Garage Bodies. I want to do an interview with him, and then I'd like to get Jeff Hurley on the channel and do an interview with him. He is the owner and operator of Hurricane Electronic Motorsports, or HEMP, as he calls it. So I want to, hopefully we can talk to all those guys at the Fray. Maybe talk to some other people at the Fray who are huge. They don't do products, but they're huge racers. They travel around the country and race all different kinds of races. I'd like to talk to them and show you guys kind of who's who of the T-Jet world and Fray world, as a matter of fact. So we're looking forward to doing that. Looking forward to trying to bring you guys some more stuff, as in, reviews and builds and tunes and comparisons and trying to get all of that done. Definitely be looking forward. We'll definitely be running the Labor Day Classic again this year. So be thinking about wanting to attend that in September. It's not going to be part of the Point Series. We've decided to make that like a warm-up race for the Point Series. The Point Series will start 2 weeks after that race. So we'll announce the classes of that later on, but that is definitely going to be happening this year. Something else that I would like to do this year, we kind of talked about doing a 4-race summer series with our group, but something I'd like to do is kind of unite the state of Washington in a kind of a state championship kind of thing. We know guys on the west side over in the Seattle area that run HO, that run T-Jets and Fray cars and magnet cars. We know a group over in Spokane on the east side of the state that also run HO and 32nd scale cars. And something that I might want to kind of do is bring all 3 of us, Eastern Washington, Western Washington, and Central Washington, all together in one weekend and run kind of a Washington State Championship race weekend. Do 3 classes on 2 different racetracks and just have fun and meet some new people and kind of unite the state under one banner for HO racing. That's something that I want to do. I'm going to talk to Stan about that here soon and see if that might be plausible. I think that would be really fun. Do it not in the middle of summer, but kind of maybe in the spring to first part of summer-ish, kind of. And take care of that and maybe have some fun with that and do something really cool there. Somebody has mentioned something about wanting more builds on the channel, like the Super 2 build. I do have something that I'm going to tackle. I think we're going to do this. I got to figure out what we're going to do for pickups on it and stuff, but I'd like to build a brass pan chassis. I have one. This came in that in that yard sale find that my old manager found and brought to me just before Shopko closed, actually. And want to build a brass pan chassis for you guys. I do have some. I did pick up some parts. I picked up another front end, like what's on the Super 2, and a couple other things. So we might try doing that brass pan chassis here in the future. Would be kind of cool. Some other things is I want to do. I also want to kind of. I've said this before, but I need to get in my button gear and do it. And that's talk to Stan and Don Breadwell about. Hey, Mark, how's it going? About getting more stuff from them for reviews because they have a ton of stuff. Stan's a huge Tyco collector. Don Breadwell is a huge Aurora collector, so we have both brands represented there. And I'd like to try and bring some stuff from them in to show you guys and do reviews of, or to take a look at and all that kind of stuff. So that'd be kind of cool. I just got to get that, get my button gear and actually do that. It's been kind of rough getting with the new job and all that kind of stuff. So now that I'm finally settled into the new job and all that kind of stuff, maybe I can start focusing back on stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. If you guys have any ideas on your end about what you guys want to see this year on the channel, a couple other builds we might do. I do have a 4-gear magnet traction chassis that we could build. One that I'd like to do that I don't have in my collection is I don't have a AFX 4-gear chassis. So I might want to do that. Saying hi from sunny South Africa. Hey, another continent represented there. And might want to do that build, which would be kind of cool. A couple others we might do. I do have to fix one of my Tyco Pro cars, so I might even show that on the channel here soon. West of Scotland, your New Year's to you and yours. Hello out there, everybody. So I might want to do that. In the last points race, when we had the driver's challenge with the Tyco Pros, one of the front wheels on my Tyco Pro got broke, as you can see, and that's part of the chassis on these cars. So I'm going to have to take my backup car and we're going to have to build a new car with that. So that might be something I'll show on the channel or stuff. I do have some stuff for review that will be done really, really soon. I picked up something for me and Elijah. I gave it to him for Christmas. And I bought a set for me as well. So we're going to be doing a review of those here soon. It's a place that I recently found on Facebook. And they're doing some really cool stuff with 3D printed things. So we're going to be doing a review of that here really soon. That might be the next video, actually. So be on the lookout for that. And all that kind of stuff. Like I said last year, and I'm going to say it again this year, I would really love to generate more revenue for you guys. I know I've kind of harped on this a little bit. And stuff in the past and all that kind of stuff, but it takes money to do this kind of stuff. And I don't make a whole lot of money. I'm making more now than I did before, so I've been able to buy a few more things. But I want to try and drive the t-shirt revenue for you guys a little more. That's why I want to definitely get more designs going. Rick Petty broke too. yeah. So I want to definitely do that for you guys, so you guys at least get something out of that. Something else I'd like to do is get some sponsorship for the channel. We're reaching a lot of people on this channel and a lot of influence on this channel, and I'd like to get some people involved, maybe being able to do a sponsorship kind of thing or whatnot. Something else I'd like to do, if they're willing, would be to actually send me stuff to do reviews of, and I can turn around and send them back to us, kind of like what we did. I don't know if we did last year or the year before when Slot and Stuff sent us the Jag chassis, and I did a review of it, and I sent it back to them. That's kind of the things I'd like to do with some people, like maybe Viper or some other people that are doing some side projects who are building chassis or whatnot. They can send it. We can do a review of it. I can show it to you guys and turn around and send it back to them, kind of thing. So hopefully we can get that going and all that kind of stuff. So, but I'm looking forward to a great year this year. I want to do a lot for this channel. I want to make it even bigger than it already is, and we're already this channel is already bigger than I ever thought it was going to be. We're currently at 2390 subscriber wise. The last race videos when they went up, when we did them live and went up, we were up over Tuesday last week, or not last week, the week before it, the weekend at the end of the points races. We were up over almost 2,000 views in the last 48 hours. So it was just, those races brought in a lot of viewership, which is really great. I'm glad everybody's enjoying them and everything. So hopefully we can get some people to recognize that. I would love for AFX to recognize what we're doing here and maybe help support the channel a little bit and see how we're reaching people and stuff. But we'll have to see what happens, and we'll just keep going on, and I'll just keep doing what I can with what I have, and just hope you guys enjoy it, and hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. I know I get a lot of great comments from everybody, and I even picked up a friend on Facebook yesterday, actually, who I saw post from on our local Yakima Speedway site. He's been putting up some great old pictures that are bringing back a lot of old memories. And he didn't send me a friend request because of that. He sent me a friend request because of the slot car side of things. And, meeting people that way and everything. So, like I've said before, there is no greater people in the hobby world than there is in slot cars. So, I love you guys. Keep up the support. Keep up giving me ideas and everything. And we'll keep on going. Some other things that I had thoughts of. Go Hawks. Yep. Later today, hopefully. We're also KC fans. My mother-in-law is a huge Kansas City fan, so we're kind of watching the KC game right now, too, as well. They're not doing so hot. I was hoping today would be like yesterday, and that the first game would be the home team would win, and then the later game, which was the Titans game, when the Titans won, which was the away team. I was hoping that was going to happen today, and KC was going to win, and Seattle is going to win. So hopefully that'll pan out and stuff. But so now I lost my train of thought. So a couple things that I'd like to do, like I said, was bring some live stuff to you guys as well. Maybe I know definitely we need to do some more live chats. Some other things, I remember what I was going to talk about. I'd like to maybe get a once a month with a couple other YouTubers to do like a talk and show and tell kind of thing, but with 3 other people. So we kind of have 3 of us, and we're talking to everybody, and everybody's chatting and just talking about racing and slot cars in general. Been thinking about maybe talking to Mr. Vitamin 50, Kevin Finley, about that. Maybe we could get a monthly show on a weekend where we can just talk slot cars and people can comment and we can comment about them, and maybe if you guys don't know, there's a Lego show called Haulin' and Ballin' where they kind of do that kind of thing. And I wanted to call it maybe Turning and Burning or something, and we could get 3 of us on through Windows and everything on YouTube, and we can just sit and chat with them and you guys and have all kinds of fun and just talk slot cars and racing in general and all that kind of stuff. So maybe we can get that going this year. Have it split between the 3 channels and whatnot, and have some good old fun. Maybe we could get John Peckman, Mr. Slot Car 64, part of that as well. He's got a YouTube channel, and Kevin's got a YouTube channel, and I've got a YouTube channel. It might help Kevin get the Vitamin 50 channel back up and running again. He's had a lot of which I want to say, great support to him. He's had a lot of issues, way more than I've had in the last year and a half in his life, and looking forward to you getting back to it, Kevin, and I hope everything's going well with you. And the more YouTubers we have, the more things we have focused on this hobby, the bigger the hobby's going to get. I don't look at them guys as competition. I look at them guys as friends and as people that promote the hobby as well. And I want to see them back and want to see Kevin back and doing more on the YouTube channel. And look forward to, hopefully he's feeling better. Last post I saw from him, he says he's getting better and getting more healthy and everything. So that's a good thing for him. And hopefully he can get everything reset back up and get back going again and everything. And I'll do whatever I need to do to support you then on that, Kevin. So come back. We'll see you soon. So hope you guys are doing well. I hope that's all I'm going to talk about for today. We're almost at 20 minutes. Next week, will be race 9 of the point series. We're going to be back out at Jim's house. We'll be running the other 3 cars that we didn't run the last time we were there. So we'll be running T-Jets, Magna Traction, HP7, and then whatever promoter's choice he has. Something about the point series that we were looking at, and I talked to Stan at the last points race, was maybe backing it down a class and only running 3 a weekend, because 4 seems, when everybody's here, 4 classes is a lot of classes to run in a day. So we might only move it down to 3 classes next year and have 6 total, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be looking into that and stuff in the future and everything. So all that kind of stuff. So we'll be back racing next week. And then the weekend after that, I have a review I want to do for you guys. And then the weekend after that, we'll be back doing the last race of the point series. Hopefully at Kyle's house. If not, we'll decide when and where on that one. And then the point series will be done. And then we'll be back to doing our regular thing. We'll be back to doing our regular YouTube kind of thing. So after that race, we'll be back probably after the last point series race. The next weekend, we'll be back on the Super 2 build. We'll be installing the foam tires, which I might film at an earlier date because we're going to have to let it sit a little bit before we can use it. So I may film that, and then I'll film the rest of it a week later after the tires have glued on and stuff. And we'll be looking at what we're turning on the dyno with that car, and then maybe we can do we've got 2 other sets of magnets, so we're going to be swapping some magnets around and looking what it's doing on the dyno and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be doing that in 4 weeks. We'll be back on the Super 2 build, and then the week after that, we'll be getting back into the We'll be getting back into the biweekly feature cars, and we'll be back to doing the regular thing. And then in March, the first weekend of March, we'll be at the Fray. I'm looking forward to doing a kind of a blog style report to you guys on the group page on Facebook. So we'll be bringing you like a periodic blog where we show the trip down. We show setting up and the end of the day posts and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we're going to be doing a lot of cool, neat stuff down there. I'm looking to buy another phone. So we have 2 phones for going live. So I can charge one and go live with the other. The live way of doing things seems to be the easiest way because you guys can see stuff right then and there and all that kind of stuff. Something I'm looking to do is show you guys the practice race on Wednesday live. Then Thursday is the IROC race. That might be done through the GoPro. And then Friday is the individual race. So we may tape our qualifying live, and then we will tape, depending on what heats we end up in between me and Elijah, we may show both heats live, or we may tape them with the GoPro, and you guys will see them at a later date. We'll definitely be bringing you the B and the A mains from the Fray live. And then all the race action on Saturday we'll have to do on the GoPro. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did a couple of years, what we did the year, not last past year, but in 2018. We'll tape a couple of tables. I'm not going to do the whole thing. We'll tape a couple of tables or whatnot, and then we'll put that down and all that kind of stuff. Something we may do live is the opening and closing ceremonies for Saturday. The driver intros and the awards at the end of the day, we might be doing those live as well, which would be kind of cool. So I want to bring you a lot of live stuff from the Fray this year, and hopefully that'll all turn out and everything. So that's my plan for 2020. Hopefully it all comes together and everything happens in a nice and cool way. And I hope we pick up more subscribers and more people and all that kind of stuff. So some things I want to pitch out there. Don't forget to check out slotcarcrazy.com. Jim Betts is doing a great job there. You can get the points totals there. You can catch our point schedule there, and you can catch all kinds of neat websites and places to go to buy parts and pieces, and a lot of great catalogs that he's uploaded there, and a lot of great stuff there. So go check that out. Also, don't forget to check out Slot Car Crazy's group page on Facebook. That place has really grown here lately. I want to use it more this year for showing you guys some things. So be on the lookout for that. Also, don't forget to get your swag at shop.spreadshirt.com/slotcar-crazy. You can get there through the YouTube channel. You can get there through the like page. Don't forget to check out the like page as well, Slot Car Crazy and Diecast Insanity. Diecast Insanity is our slot car channel, or is our diecast channel. So go check that out as well if you guys are into diecast cars. And then go check that out as well. You can get to the shirt place through it and through the YouTube channel, and you can get there through slotcarcrazy.com as well, and everything else. And hope you guys have a great week. We'll be back next weekend with more race action for you guys. And just have some fun. Keep racing slot cars. And remember, keep the pin in the slot, the wheels on the downside. Keep racing slot cars. And we will catch you next week with the race action. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks with some reviews. And then racing again. And then we'll be back on that Super 2 build. So catch you guys later. I'm out. Bye.